Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, we're starting off with a heat advisory in Montana only at this point. The National Weather Service in Bismarck is going to decide if we need one in North Dakota. But tonight, enjoy the weather because it will be real nice tonight. Tomorrow, the heat wave begins. It's been going on all over the country. It seems like it's moving here tomorrow. And storms are possible Saturday night. Now, that's not a guarantee that we'll have them. And hopefully we won't, because if we do, there'll be big storms. 79 degrees. Dew point is actually very comfortable at 56, 78 in Minot, and the dew point's only 49. So that's even better. Williston, 79 degrees, the dew point's at 54, and in Dickinson, 77 degrees, the dew point's at 56. So right now, nothing on this map is showing temperatures in the 80s. Yesterday afternoon was nice. Today's nice. It's been a little bit breezy, and you notice how it's out of the southeast. Well, it's going to start bringing in some more moisture, higher dew points. Right now, the dew points are in the 40s and 50s. Well, Mobridge a little bit higher, but this is very comfortable. Not anything to really worry about. However, watch this. By tomorrow morning, we'll probably be around 60 degrees for the dew points, but throughout the day, that southerly wind is going to be bringing in more moisture. So by tomorrow afternoon, around 4 o'clock, we could have dew points in the 60s and even some 70s, and that is sultry. So on the best case scenario, according to this chart, it's going to be uncomfortable. Worst case is going to be oppressive, or real oppressive with the heat and the humidity that we've got coming. Now, we are going to be capped on Saturday, and a cap is, the easy way to think about this is air will rise as long as it's warmer than the air around it. And in an uncapped atmosphere, it just rises and thunderstorms develop. We're probably going to have a cap on Saturday. That means it's going to be so hot and hot up in the atmosphere that that warm air is going to rise, possibly hit a layer that's warmer than it is, and stop rising. If that happens, and you might even say that could be a good thing for Saturday night, that will stop any thunderstorms from developing. But we're going to have a cold front come through. If that cold front is strong enough to break the cap, and these aren't going to be actual numbers. These are just representative, just to show you how the cap works. But if that cold front comes through on Saturday and it is strong enough to break the cap, or some other things going on in the atmosphere all get together and strong enough to break the cap, now we're talking about potential for a really large hail. I mean, I'm talking about huge hail, torrential rainfall again, a lot of wind again, and maybe even some tornadoes Saturday night if the cap breaks. Now, there's no guarantee it will either way, whether it's going to break or not. Just putting it out there. If you're going to be doing any camping, being at the lake, make sure you're following KX over the weekend, because we'll let you know how things are progressing, because if the cap does break Saturday night, you're not going to be underneath that storm. Our precision cast is showing maybe a couple showers of small storms early tomorrow morning, but that's about it, and only in the south central. And then the sky clears out. That southerly winds bringing in the higher humidity, and that's just going to really be very uncomfortable. Even at midnight tomorrow night, it's going to be hot and humid. And then Saturday morning, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be very warm and humid. It'll continue to warm throughout the day. This is indicating maybe it's going to try to break the cap, but I'm not seeing a really good representation here of that breaking. So hopefully it's just hot and humid Saturday night and we have clear skies. But for tonight, when you get up tomorrow morning, we'll probably be in the mid to upper 60s. And then as we go throughout the day, we should be in the 70s to maybe around 80 degrees or so. And that is by lunchtime. And remember, the humidity is going to be rising throughout the day. And then by tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be really hot. And then it's going to be not quite as hot in the south central and eastern part of the state, but it is going to be hot. And when you look at the next couple of days, even in the north, we'll be in the 90s on Saturday. It's going to be hot and humid and very unstable. And hopefully that cap in the atmosphere holds, and another chance of storms on Monday. But look at the temperatures, Chad, for the south. Could be close to 100 on Saturday, and then next week it's hot again. So we've got some interesting weather, but first things first, we got to find a way of staying cool for the next couple of days.
Yeah, 100 sounds pretty bad, but we'd take that over some more severe weather any day, I think, Tom.